So I've stuffed these and I've put 4 pins in place instead of just like 2. And you'd think, well, why do you need 4? Like, it's such a small piece. The reason is because I'm using these to sort of stretch this out a little bit, to make sure that I'm not sewing it like super pinched. I want it to be a nice circle that I'm sewing these. So it helps just keep me on track to make this a circle instead of just a squished flat line. And the technique for this, it's like the same as for the ears. So I'm going to first sort of tack this down directly below where it's sitting. We're blending with this. We are blending, blending, blending. Okay, so then we're going through these front loops only, and we're going directly below, as much as we can, directly below where we want the seam to be, where we want it to sit. We don't want to have any, I'm not gonna do that, that's gonna poke me. Directly below where we want this to sit, we don't want any lines going outwards. So we're not sewing this way, we're sewing kind of around at a little diagonal a little bit. Okay, and then going forward just a smidgy. And then this helps too to have these there, because then I can pull it a little bit this way without like moving where I need to have it. Where I need to have it sit. Okay, and then the next front loop. And I am gonna move, actually I'm gonna take another pin and put it right here and take out this pin. Going directly beneath that. So we're going through this front loop and then going over to or beneath this front loop, this next one. Take that out. And I'm going this way. Okay, almost done. All right, that looks like we've sewn it down quite nicely. And now what I'm gonna weave in these ends, but what I would usually do is I would just leave this strand hanging out in case after I sew this one on, if it like in case it doesn't look straight, then I can use this to either finagle it the way that I want, or I can use it to, it's easier to unsew this if I have a strand here. So I'm gonna go ahead and weave this in.